Hi, I'm Chiara. I had my stroke when I was 2 and 10 months. Probably my biggest challenges is I still can't read, so I still can't read to the level I should for my age, so I found that really hard. But now with technology it's gotten easier, but when I was younger it was so hard. I would say probably I have a YouTube channel, and I would probably say that because when I was younger I didn't like to talk about my stroke. It was just like, my friends knew I was disabled, but they didn't really know. A lot of my friends said as well, oh, I learned stuff from watching your YouTube videos that I didn't know, because I just wouldn't talk about it. So I do like one-handed tasks because I'm not able to use my right hand from my stroke, and I do like one-handed tasks like tying your hair and daily tasks that you would need to do one-handed, and talk about what it's like to grow up with a stroke. On YouTube at Chiara's One-Handed Life, and on Instagram at Chiara G Bear. I would probably say it gets easier, and as you get older you become more confident, so it will get easier as you get older. That stroke only happens to the elderly. That's literally the biggest misconception. That stroke only happens when you're like in your 70s, maybe? That's me guessing. Not in person. Online I get a few messages saying, oh, I had a stroke when I was 2 or something like that, but never in person, no. Apart from today, I met one, but not since today. It depends, because I do so many different things. So like sometimes I talk about what it's like to grow up with a stroke. Sometimes I talk about what it was like to, how to do something like your hair, how to be as independent as you can. I think the whole thing would be to try and be as independent as you can with a stroke, and maybe using one hand. You need to let your child be as independent as they can. I think my parents have struggled with that, especially in adulthood. You need to let them be as independent. Like, if I compare to my brother, which you shouldn't, but like my brother gets a lot more independence than I would, because they worry maybe something might happen. But I would say just try and be as independent as you can. Try and let your child be as independent as they can. I didn't want to talk about it. I couldn't even watch a theme tune to Casualty. I had to be turned off. So my parents chose not to because I didn't want to, even if my elder brother would ask. My mum would be like, that's not a conversation we have in front of Chiara, that's a conversation I'll have separately with you, that's fine, but that's not a conversation we'll have with Chiara in the room. But as I got older, now because I ask more questions, my mum will now relate it, but no, when I was younger it wasn't something we really talked about. I think you have to let your child decide. I don't think you should force your child to talk about it, because I think if my parents had forced me to talk about it, I wouldn't have wanted to. I think it took me a very long time to talk about it for me to then decide that I would. That was a lot to do with YouTube, and I left home to go to university, and then I had to talk about it because I left the comfort of my friends, my family, my brother. I left that, and then the girls, because it was majority girls on my course, had questions like, what happened? And I didn't really want to say, oh, I was just born with it, because that's not really fair. So then I kind of started talking about it through that way. I really like swimming, so I go swimming, because then it's like you're not with your phone, because obviously you can't take your phone in a swimming pool, and you're like, so I just go swimming, but that's kind of what I do. I like to do something without my phone, because then it's like no one can contact you, and I think going on social media, it doesn't help, because then you compare yourself to everyone else, or you're like endlessly scrolling through TikTok, which is the worst thing to do.
If you need support, if you've had a stroke, then please call us, because we can provide that support for you.